Hello, it's me, Gabby, your American English teacher, founder of GoNaturalEnglish.com, where you can find hundreds of free English tips to help you improve your fluency and your confidence. Today we're talking about 3 words, to, and to. Now, at first glance or first listen, you're going to say, but Gabby, they all sound the same. And that's true, but it's not the complete explanation. And so many teachers will tell you that to, and to are pronounced exactly the same. And they're not wrong. However, they're not explaining the full story. So in this short English tip, I want to show you how to pronounce these 3 words as a native does in sentences together with other words, because the fact of the matter is when you pronounce these words individually by themselves in a vacuum, so to speak, they do all sound alike, exactly the same. To, and to. However, when we speak English fluently in conversation, we almost never, I don't want to say never, but almost never say these words individually by themselves without any other words before or after them. Can you imagine a conversation where you just say to, and then that's it, and back and forth you just say individual words? It's very strange. It's probably not very likely. So let's start with probably the most common, the little word to. So this is often seen as a word that is necessary for grammar, for structural reasons. We often use it after the base verb with an infinitive, like I want to eat lunch. But we don't really talk like that. So if I'm speaking very clearly and enunciating each word, speaking very slowly, then yes, I say I want to eat pizza. But that's not how we speak. That's not how native speakers talk in everyday conversation. In an everyday conversation with my colleagues or my friends, I would say, I want to eat lunch. So I want to becomes I wanna. So we don't actually say to. It completely changes. Wanna. I want to eat lunch. Now let's take a look at the number 2, TWO. This word is going to be stressed because it's an adjective explaining. It's a word that explains how many we want of something, so it's important information. Here's an easy way to look at this. The more important the word, the more key the word, like the number of things, it's going to be stressed when you speak. So we wouldn't minimize TWO to sound like the to in want to. We would always keep to, the number 2, fully pronounced and enunciated. For example, I want 2 pizzas. That would be a really big lunch, but just for the sake of giving you an example, let's say that for lunch, I want 2 pizzas. I would never say I wanna 2 pizzas because this is not a verb. I'm saying I want noun, 2 pizzas. I want 2 pizzas. Or I want to eat 2 pizzas. I wanna eat 2 pizzas. So we can use both twos in the same sentence. Now finally, the third to, TOO. This is the one that most English learners have a bigger problem with. To means like very, but in excess. So it's actually a negative thing. So keep that in mind. We're not really talking about vocabulary or definitions too much today. I just used it. But it is important for you to know how to use to. For example, it's too hot here in Texas this summer. We've had a heat wave for about 2 months. So it's too hot. That means it's not enjoyable. It's excessive. Anyway, you notice how I say it. It's too hot. It's too hot. It's not extremely stressed, like I want 2 pizzas, please. But it's more stressed when I say the word than I want to eat pizza. I want to eat pizza. With going back to the first 2, we could kind of have an in-between. Instead of wanna or want to, you may have heard me just say, I want to. I want to eat lunch now. I want to order a pizza. Okay, so that is another way that you can pronounce it. But rarely, if ever, we would say, I want to eat lunch. That's just too, again, T-O-O, too stressed. It's really unnecessary. So again, this pizza is too hot. Too hot. This pizza's too hot. This pizza's too hot. I have to wait a moment before I can eat it. I need to let it cool off. It's too hot. It's too hot. So it's slight, the way that I say too. I don't say it's too hot. I say it's too hot. Going back to my weather example, it's too hot to go outside during the middle of the day here in Texas because it's over 100 degrees. It's too hot. We need to stay inside and practice English. It's a great time for that. Okay, so tell me, how's the weather where you live? Is it too hot this summer? Is it too cold if it's winter for you right now when you're watching this? And tell me, what is your biggest challenge with English? I would love to know if you have questions about pronunciation or about English learning in general. And remember that you can find hundreds of free English tips that may answer your questions and your biggest challenges, because I've been working on English teaching for it's been at least 15 years, and 11 of those years with the Go Natural English YouTube channel and website where I have English tips. So you're sure to find a lot of helpful tips at gonaturalenglish.com. And if you'd like to get the best free tips directly to your email inbox, you can sign up for free to my email newsletter for English learners like you at gonaturalenglish.com/email. And that is the best way to keep in touch, to ask questions, and to get updates about what's going on here at Go Natural English, as well as special offers on trainings and courses. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. You're doing great with your English. Bye for now.